So you want to do cool, colorful, trendy tees like these at home, but your money is kind of funny. So the question is, what's the best way to start a t-shirt business at home if you're on a budget? And you want to start a t-shirt business so you won't be broke anymore. Well, I have been working tirelessly to figure this thing out, and it is my mission to solve this problem. Guys, I'm Gary Ejene, and this is T-Shirt Help Desk. So first things first, what are your options? You have DTG, DTF, sublimation, white toner printers, all that good stuff, right? So then you go look online and try to find something, and then, ouch! Look at these prices. Those bad boys are expensive.
What if I told you you don't have to spend that much money?
Well, what's more affordable? Well, I think I found the answer. I was out doing some trend research, checking out the t-shirt scene. I was looking at all types of cool stuff. And then it hit me. Yep, the big idea, the vinyl cutter. In comparison to most of the other ways to print at home, is dirt cheap. It really hit me when I was in one of my favorite stores, Superdry. I was walking around looking at shirts, and then I was like, wait a minute. I can do this stuff with a vinyl cutter. I can do this one, and this one, and this one, and that one, and this one. Yep, this one too. So I said, man, let's blow this joint. I gotta go make some tees. So I dusted off my Cameo silhouette. Doesn't matter what kind of vinyl cutter, Cricut, anything. If it cuts vinyl, you can use it. Next thing, let me go get me some vinyl. Look at this one. This looks like tie-dye. Oh, this one looks like the universe. These are foils, right? Foils always work. And there was some foils on that super dry stuff. We got a basic white color. I think I'm gonna go with these. Now guys, if you want vinyls like these, you ain't gonna get them on Amazon, right? Specialty stuff like tie-dye, Galaxy, you have to go someplace like Heat Transfer Warehouse. So now we're gonna get into something that a lot of people don't talk about, but I am, right? It's gonna be brief, but I'm going to get into niche or niche research.
So one of the first things that you want to do is you want to go online and start to do some searches for trendy t-shirts, right? And there's a few places in particular you can go.
So a really cool place that you can go is Pinterest. Yes, Pinterest is still here. You can just go there and put in trendy shirts and take a look and see, what's going on. And then after that, I put in a couple of niches. I put in surfing tees, I put in van life tees. You can put in whatever you want just to see what's going on. Okay, now this is a service called Merch Informer. Great service. It is not free, but it's a great service to have. One of the things that you can do is you can go right down here to movers and shakers, and you can see what's trending on sites like Amazon and Etsy, all right, two of the biggest e-commerce platforms on the planet, Amazon being the biggest. Now, the next thing you could do is you can go over and you can go to product search, and then you can go right here and put in a keyword. And then look, you can see how it's doing. You see this right here? This is a competition score, right? If it's A, that means that it's high search, low competition. And if it's lower, like E, F, that means that either it's like extremely competitive or no one is looking for it. Like I just put in surfing. You can see the letter E, that's very competitive. The next one we put in is camping, which is the letter F, which is still not so good. So now let's put in van life, which is people who are living in their cars and trucks and vans. That's pretty good. And let me put in traveling. And wow, traveling is the letter A, surprisingly. So that's actually kind of a good niche. But a tool like this comes in very handy. So the niche that I am choosing is universal law of attraction, all that good stuff. Why? Because I like that kind of stuff. But guys, do something that you like that resonates with you, or something you think you can make some money from, or both. Let's cut some vinyl and make some tees. First thing you want to do is put your vinyl on the mat. These mats are sticky, but I add a little tape to make sure it stays in place. Now, you don't print two vinyls at the same time. Let me show you something. Okay, so all this artwork represents different t-shirts, but they're going to be two different vinyl, meaning some type of special pattern color and a white vinyl, right? So you have to separate them. You have to break them up into like almost like a color separation. So you have to break them up. Whatever's going to be one color or one vinyl, you cut that separately. And then whatever's going to be another vinyl, you cut that. And then when it comes time to print the shirt, you put them back together. So let's load our vinyl cutter with our vinyl. Just press it, it loads up, and now we're ready to cut.
So when you get it how you want it, all you have to do is press cut.
That's the sound of the machine cutting. And once it's done, you want to remove the cut vinyl from the cutting mat. After it's cut, this part is the most time consuming, and it could be a little tedious depending on how complicated your artwork is. This is called weeding your vinyl. This is where you separate the excess parts that you're not going to use from the part that's actually making your transfers. My suggestion, keep your artwork simple. I like to cut and weed all my vinyls at one time before I do any printing. I find that it makes the process a little quicker this way. So this way I can have all my vinyls in a pile and I could just take them when it's time to print and just knock them out one by one by one. Now we're gonna put our t-shirt down on our press. This is the Stahls Fusion IQ. This thing is a monster. We want to make sure that our artwork is nice and squared, so we use our t-shirt help desk alignment rule. All right, once we get everything squared, we print one vinyl at a time. 300 degrees, medium pressure for 10 seconds. Then we peel it off and you can see it right there, all right? But we're not finished. Let's add our next artwork, which is the white. We're gonna put that right on top. And for the second go round, we're gonna add our cover sheet. Slide it in there. 300 degrees, medium pressure, 10 seconds. And there you have it. We simply repeat the process for all of the t-shirts. That was Manifest. This is Energy, Frequency, and Vibration. And this is Destined for Greatness. And you can see they all have a little bit of Japanese in there, which really is just a translation of the other words. And it goes back to the look that I was going for, which is inspired by Superdry. And this is the end result. They are trend right. They look like they came fresh out of a store, and we did all of these at home on a vinyl cutter, and we didn't go broke in the process. And that's how you start a t-shirt business on a budget. Until next time, I'll see you soon, and check out this video on sublimation. God bless and peace.
T-shirt help desk.